morning. Welcome back to Off the Hook Outdoors. Thanks for joining me this morning. Today I'm heading down to my camp. I loaded one of my quads up with the spreaders. I'm going to go down and fertilize all my food plots and reseed some areas that are really thin. But after that, I'm going to probably go to my tree stand, do a little bit of cutting out, tweaking, checking all the straps and everything like that, like I did in Ohio last week. So I'm going to do that this week. There's something I wanted to announce though. I just got onto the Amazon affiliates program. So in my videos from here on out, I'm going to be putting descriptions of the items that I'm using and we use at Off the Hook Outdoors, and stuff that, you know, help me out and maybe can help you guys out. So check those out in the description of the videos. That would help support our channel. You wouldn't really be donating to my channel, you'd just be buying the products on Amazon, but a percentage of that goes to me, to Off the Hook Outdoors, and everything goes right back into our channel. So that's sort of like supporting our channel also if you do that. If you're not buying any of my stuff on there, there's also a way you can get on there. You can go through my link, and if you were buying something else that wasn't related to what I have on there, you can still purchase it through my link and I still get a credit for it. So if you wouldn't mind checking that out for me, I'd really appreciate it. And stay tuned. Okay, we're down here now. I'm in the fields. I got 10-10-10 fertilizer that I'm using. We just picked it up at a store, real cheap. So stay tuned. I'm going to do the fertilizer and then I'll show you the plots. Okay, so I'm going to show you our other food plots that we have here. They're all fertilized and ready for the season. So stay tuned. Alright, this one right here is the oats and rye. I planted that. It's coming in really good. This one here is a mix. I think it's Australian peas, rape, and turnips, I believe. Coming in pretty good though. Same thing there. There's a couple right over here though, not too great. That's okay. This one here could probably need some more seed. This one could use some more seed. And this one definitely could use some more seed, so probably overseed that soon here. Alright, stay tuned. I'm going to show you our other one where our watering hole is too. Alright, this food plot here was put in. It's mostly a clover mix, so it's coming up pretty well. Everything's fertilized too today, so hopefully that gives it a little boost. Alright, now this plot here, one of the members, they wanted chicory and stuff in here, so we put chicory and clover in this one. This is taking off pretty good. But the chicory, I'm not too sure, but I think chicory we should plant in the spring, but it'll die off probably here in the winter, and then we'll replant it with something else. It turned out pretty good. Alright, this one here is basically rye. Just all rye in this one. I thought we planted Australian peas in there, but I think the deer were hitting it and they ripped the peas out already, so it's just rye. Coming in well. This one here, I believe there's chicory in it and rye. I think we put some rape in it. It's a little thin, but it's growing. This is another chicory plot that we have, and it leads down to this watering hole here we just dug out a while ago. So it's just a secluded little water hole that's in here, and the deer frequent this. We just dug that out with the tractor. It always has water in it, so and the deer seem to love it. All right, stay tuned. Here's another food plot that we put up, and it's right by the house there. So you can see the house, and there's one on that side and one right here, and it's mostly rye on this one. I think rye and oats. The other one has some brassicas and stuff in it. So I just fertilized that one, and I'm gonna fertilize this right now. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm gonna take a ride up to my stand. I'm gonna do some pruning, put up a camera, and check my stand here, so stay tuned. To my stand now, so I'm going to be a little bit quiet here until I get down to it, so stay tuned. Okay, I just put a blind up around our double ladder stand. Right there a tree fell, so I got to cut some stuff out right in front of the stand there, and then they use this a lot. It's real thick in here, and I'm going to cut. There's a shooting lane there, and then back right there. We're using the muddy blinds, the double ladder, and I have put some material around it to box us in, and it's just to keep the movement down to a minimum, so stay tuned. Okay, well, there it is, double ladder stand for my daughter and myself. It's in a really good spot. I cut out about 4 shooting lanes, one through there. This is where that tree fell over, right in front of our main shooting path, so I cut out all the vines in front of it to give us about a 10-yard window to shoot through there. I usually come out of this thicket here and walk down, so I cut a couple little spots out up this hill. So my dad's up on the field up top cutting his field right now, but I got one more stand that's down about 80 yards down through that thicket that I'm going to go to check out in a second, and stay tuned. Down to my stand. I cut this path out so it's fairly quiet to get in down here. And we'll see. But my daughter's gonna be hunting out of this stand with me a lot, so that's why I put the camo tarp on there. It's that material, like a screen. So, but it's, I don't know if you could see it from here. Right down, straight down there. See if I could show you. Right there. All right, stay tuned. I'm up at the food plot here. This is what my dad sees, or my daughter's gonna see from there. I just cut out this patch of green here. You can see the window there, and then over here I cut out a little shooting lane also, and that will reach to over in here. It's about a 30-yard shot right to the edge of the food plot here, and then it's a 45 to the apple tree, or the pear tree, I'm sorry. So we usually get them on anything on this side of the pear tree we can shoot. So, all right, well, stay tuned. All right, well, my tree stands are done. You saw the double ladder stand that I put up last year. That's for my daughter and myself. But I'm gonna show you these food plots that I planted. I wanna show you the difference of like preparing your soil well and preparing your soil. So I did 2 areas up here. One was plowed one time, and the other one was plowed 3 times. So see if you can tell the difference. But I'm really happy with the one in front of my dad's stand. So stay tuned and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, as you can see here, this was the one area that was tilled. It was actually rotor tilled 1 time. There's some sparse stuff coming through here, some turnips, some radish, things like that, and rape. There's some rye in here also, and then on that end there's clover. So it came in okay. I'm still happy with this, but I don't want the deer staying in this area. So what I did was, after this was plowed once, I went over to this food plot here. Now you could definitely tell the difference here. I don't think there's a weed in this plot, but I rototilled this 3 times, and that's the results. There's the pear tree. There's a whole bunch of pear trees and apple trees over there. But this is the result. But I want you to take a look at this. This is radish, rape, and turnips. It's about 8 inches high right now. So I'm really happy with that. And then also in here, remember I told you about this tree on my last video about being a licking branch and a scrape? Well, look what we got here. We got a scrape, we got the licking branch, and then right over here is another one, another scrape. So some buck claimed this food plot. So we're gonna put a camera up on that tree over there to watch these 2 scrapes so we could see what's coming in. So, but I'm really happy with this food plot. It actually is one of the best ones I've ever done. So I'm really happy. I can't wait to hunt it and see what's in here. Last year we had a lot of nice bucks in here, and I know in March I had my camera up and I got some of the deer that made it through, and there was a lot of the bucks that were here last year. A lot of them had broken tines and stuff like that, but they made it through March. So I'm hoping they're still around and we get a chance at a nice buck this year here. So like I said, if you put the work in and the effort in, you'll get good results. Now I just fertilized this today, so hopefully that gives it a little boost. Okay, and next, I believe at the middle of October, I'm probably gonna liquid fertilize this with the Antler King, the Jolt. It's a liquid foliage fertilizer, so I may hit it with that also. So, all right, stay tuned. There's Vince. Look at that. Look at that nice new side-by-side that Vince got. So there's Vince. You want to follow him on Instagram. It's Vince's PA Trap Line. There's a lot of good material on there. He's a member of our club down here. So go give him a follow on Vince's PA Trap Line. What's going on?
How are you?
Good. Vince is doing some sighting in. My dad's helping him with the spotting scope. So we are... Cool. 100-yard target range down to there. I think he's getting ready to shoot. Yep. Where'd you hit? Okay guys, I'm sighting in my center point, 370. I switched to the Carbon Express Blue Streaks. So I'm shooting a little high, so I'm gonna make some adjustments here and get it on. We're at 20 yards right now. And my first shot was high to the left. And my second shot was pretty close, so I'm going to shoot a couple more. Stay tuned. Okay. Well, I'm all sighted in with my crossbow. Tree stands are all done. I think I'm done here for the day. So thank you for joining us. Please subscribe to my channel. Make a comment and hit that like button. If you don't like my content, you can always unsubscribe later. Thank you, and we'll see ya.